The ACLU of Nevada wants the Nevada Supreme Court to weigh in on a lawsuit against Nye County.
Yeah, the lower court dismissed the suit last week. Brett Forrest joins us now. Brett, you've been talking with the ACLU about why they feel this lawsuit is justified.
Jim, Latoya, good evening. This stems from Nye County's plan to implement hand counting of ballots in this year's midterm elections, and that's something that ACLU says violates multiple Nevada state laws, and this could be a preview of things to come, not only here in Nevada and other counties, but also across the country.
He is using this election cycle as if it's a trial run to change the administration of our election.
The ACLU accusing midterm election plans from Nye County election clerk Mark Kampf of being illegal and based on unfounded claims of voter fraud conspiracies. Nye County plans to electronically tabulate votes as required while simultaneously hand counting all ballots, both mail-in and in person, for the midterms. Some say that process will greatly delay election results. And the ACLU claims the plan increases the potential for early leaks of those results, also alleging voters with disabilities are at risk.
Invades their privacy because they'll have to ask in terms of what that disability is, but it also does not create equal access to the polls and prevents access for them to be able to cast their ballot.
Their hope is the Supreme Court will force Nye County to return to their former process, but the ACLU fears other counties will follow suit.
It's not just contained within Nye County. We have just heard from Elko County, who has indicated that they will consider the hand counting process just 2 days before early voting starts.
In a statement, Nye County says they won't be commenting on the pending litigation, indicating they are moving forward with the hand counting ballot plan. The move was in part spurred by Republican Secretary of State candidate Jim Marchant, a 2020 election denier. He did not respond to multiple requests for comment. But his Democratic opponent, Cisco Aguilar, says it's the Secretary of State's job to make sure election laws are followed and the process is open and fair to all voters.
What my opponent is doing is an extreme disservice. Look, he's not a serious candidate, but the threat he represents is pretty extreme, and we're seeing what's happening in Nye and Elko County because of the false information he keeps spreading.
Now, the ACLU tells me that Nye County has until noon tomorrow to respond, and they ask the Supreme Court to take action by Friday, this Friday, just 1 day before early voting begins. Now, I do want to note that unless the Supreme Court rules otherwise, what Nye County is doing is legal as it stands right now. And as this develops, we will, of course, bring you any updates. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Brett Forrest, News 3.